Welcome back, listeners, to another live program today, an emergency program. The title of this program is All Black Everything. And welcome, listeners, to another episode of the New Standard. And wow, I guess my take on the Steelers trading for Justin Fields. If you want to check out the program, go to YouTube and do a search for the New Standard and also do a search for Lance Williams and or Neil Coulon. And you can also catch us via podcast as well by doing the same searches. I guess my take about Justin Fields did not age well. There is no way in the world I thought that the Steelers were going to go out and get Justin Fields. I mean, man, I I have no idea what team I'm watching. I don't get it. They are doing stuff. Hey man, look, we are in we are living in a full-time era, as De La Soul would say. This is new. This is new. I mean, I'm just flabbergasted. I mean, you hear me tripping over my words. I don't want to say it. I mean, goodness gracious. Big up to Laura. Big up to Maurice. Man, we're going to just marinate and let this settle just a bit. Goodness freaking gracious. The Steelers went out and traded for Justin Fields. Now, I'm sure the particulars of the deal will come in. I think it's for a 6th round pick in 2026 that could jump to a 4th round pick. But man, this really. So let's just put this in perspective, Steeler fans. The Steelers quarterback room went from Kenny Pickett, Mason Rudolph, Mitch Trubisky to Justin Fields, Russell Wilson. All black everything. The Steelers quarterback room is about to be all black everything. First of all, that's amazing, but that's not the story. But they shipped out the whole damn quarterback room and brought a whole new one in. And so this just adds a lot of intrigue to this. I mean, the con artist does it again. I mean, and if Justin Fields was the guy they wanted, man, they played this great because the compensation for him is ridiculous. They're not obligated for him to get a fifth, to give him the 5th round option. I would expect that they do. What man? And you guys got to help me out in the comments. What's going to happen? Who's going to be QB1? Because 10 minutes ago, QB1 was Russell Wilson. 10 minutes, I mean, who's QB1 right now? And like Lifted One says, upgraded like a mother effer. Yes, and by the way, if my pops is listening to the program, me and him had a funny exchange. You know, most of you guys know I'm from Manchester. I'm from the 15233. I am from Pittsburgh, and if you know where I'm from, you this will make sense to you. And he was cracking up that I have a favorite curse word, and Lifted Ones hit it, MF. I just say this: I am MF flabbergasted. Like Laura Top Life said, now it's a QB competition. And isn't the QB competition much better between Justin Fields and Russell Wilson than Mason Rudolph and Kenny Pickett? Just think about it, Steeler Nation. Y'all were begging for Mason Rudolph to be the starter 3 weeks ago. I'm gonna give y'all the benefit of the doubt because I was saying I wanted to see Kenny start next year and they figure out what Kenny was. we can all be wrong in this, but goodness gracious, I did not think on Saturday, March 16th, and I want to send a big birthday shout out to Mom Dukes, who'll be celebrating a birthday tomorrow on St. Patty's Day. Want to send a big shout out to all the St. Patty's Day birthdays. And again, you're listening to the program, The New Standard, all black, everything. And man, Russell Wilson Russell Wilson and Justin Fields are the two quarterbacks in Pittsburgh? I mean, hey, what are they going to do? Draft Michael Penix in the first round? I mean, wow. Wow. And to John Pennington's point, he thinks Wilson will start, but Fields can learn and take pressure off him that is truly needed for this young man to grow. I think what they did is they acquired the bridge and the future in one fell swoop. Wilson is the bridge, Fields is the future. They brought in new coordinator, new quarterbacks, everything. And if that's the plan, that makes a lot of sense. Because I think if they gave Fields the fifth year, because I'm not certain, but I don't think he's made a Pro Bowl. I think his cost is around 23-ish, which is still not bad for a starting quarterback in the National Football League. High traits guy, super explosive. Let me just say this too. Are you excited? Steeler Nation, are you excited? I'm excited. I'm actually excited. I'm actually going into a season where I am friggin' excited. Or as I should say, MFing excited. Like I'm actually excited. Let me say it again. I'm actually excited. I don't have an idea what's going to happen. I don't think going into the season, the Steelers are limited to in perpetuity 10-7, 9-8. I like this new Steeler team. I like how this is rolling. Hey man, I'm down with the con artists. I'm down with the con artists. Like Doug Corley said, LFG baby. I'm down with the con artist. I'm down with everything the con artist is cooking. Mark Tobin, finally we stepping up. Now again, I will say this. I can come back at the start of the season or week 7 if they're 3-4 and say they effed it up. Like I still reserve that right as a fan. And as a fan, I still have the reserved right to say, I never said that. I never said I thought it was a good move. I never said that. I can backtrack. That's the fun thing about being a fan is you can backtrack. To SG Steelers fan, Steelers need an O-line still. Hey man, we know that SJ. SJ, SJ, we know that. We know that. But let's not take our joy right now. Ali Howard Species, assalamu alaikum, my brother. You knew I was coming right back on. It was hilarious. I finished the show. I posted to YouTube. I go to get the mail. I'm getting blown up by my family in Pittsburgh saying the Steelers just signed Justin Fields. I'm like, hell nah. They tripping. It's a rumor. They didn't sign Justin Fields. Hell nah. Then I turn it on. Hell yes. They signed Justin Fields. Goodness gracious. Are we talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers? Did Omar Khan say, how you like me now? And I'm down with lifted ones. Let's go get a big name wide receiver. Let's go get a big name wide receiver. Because if you want Russ the Chef, if you want Jay Fields to get busy. Give him something to go with George Pickens. Now we cooking. We danger fields. That's what this quarterback room should be called. Not the killing fields, but the danger fields. The danger fields. Not the Rodneys, but the danger fields. That's the quarterback room in Pittsburgh. The danger fields. Now we're talking about two viable options, in my opinion, at the quarterback position. I have my doubts about Russ, but man, when you say Russ as the bridge to Fields, the combination of that, yeah, super high trait player, super high ceiling, way higher ceiling than Kenny Pickett. Who's Kenny Pickett? Who? Kenny who? Any of y'all remember who that was? Yeah, it seems like his name is completely forgotten in a mere 10 minutes, maybe a day. Like, did Kenny Pickett play for the Steelers? Did he? I'm just gonna say this. We are living in a different era. And like SG Steeler fan says, hey man, let's go get Justin Jefferson. Look, man, this is a new regime, clearly. Let's go get Justin Jefferson. Because I know Justin Jefferson does not want to play with Sam Darnold. And like Laura Top Life said, it's being reported Fields will not compete with Wilson for a starting job, a team source told ESPN. Instead, Fields is expected to learn from the Super Bowl winner and 9-time Pro Bowler. So they went out and got their quarterback of the future. I just hope that Russ don't make Justin weird. I'll retract that. That's just me being happy. But to Mr. Tummy's point, Deontay's sick. Deontay Johnson is sick. He's sick. He tight. He real tight right now. He hot. Because he going down there with Bryce Young. No offensive line and a terrible team in Carolina when Jay Fields, Russ Wilson, and the Danger Fields quarterback room is in here cooking. Man, this has been a fantastic day for Steeler Nation. Wow. I am just absolutely flabbergasted. Emergency podcast. I'm glad I was around to bring it to you. Please like and subscribe to the program, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We're bringing it to you right after the announcement. Man, I love what the Steelers are doing. I don't know if it'll work, but man, I'm excited. I am absolutely excited. And with that, again, before we get out of here, want to give a big shout out to my mom who will be celebrating a birthday tomorrow on St. Patty's Day. Big up to my daughter Olivia and her soccer team who went down to Las Vegas and got it done today in a 3-0 victory. And before we get out of here, let me jump into this last question from Edward James Gardner. Do you think we should still draft a QB? And if so, how high? I think a third day guy. Third day guy, meaning that last day. I think you take another one. You have 3 guys in your room. I think you go ahead and do that. I think they still need to prioritize the interior of that offensive line if Russell is going to be slotted in as the starter. You have to make sure to secure the integrity of your pocket. Big up to John Pennington. Thank you for the well wishes to moms. Big up to Sultana. Big up to Mel. Big up to all of you for riding with your boy. Man, this has been an exciting day. Please like and subscribe to the program. Man, if you're a new listener, hit the subscribe. If you are an old listener, make sure you let some people know about the show. And to the lifted ones, yes, get your popcorn ready, baby. Get your popcorn ready. Get the kosher salt, little bit of butter. Make it on a stove top. No Jiffy Pop, baby. Get that little stove top. Yes, sir. Let's go. Yes, sir. How you like me now? And with that, we're going to conclude the program. And as always, tune in, tell a friend, and subscribe. Wow.